Actually, yes. Currently, my book is being translated by wonderful people I met in Idaho into Spanish. And I believe, and I hope and pray, if it's God's will, that it would be translated into other languages as it touches people in different places around the world. Okay, after I leave Idaho, I'm planning on going back to California for now. What will happen in California is really up to the Lord. My life is completely in His hands. I've given Him my life to serve Him in whatever capacity He calls me to. So one thing, though, that I do have already started, and if it's in His will, I think the funding for it will come. I started a nonprofit organization called Gospa's Children, Inc. And it's a organization, nonprofit organization. My goal for it, my plan or my vision for it, is to have a place exactly for people to come to that is kind of like what Mother Teresa did, actually. Mother Teresa opened her convent, her ministry, to all the people that were hungry, that were didn't have clothes, they were hungry physically or dying physically because of their physical needs. I actually believe in our world we have a strong spiritual starvation, but not just spiritual starvation, but starvation for love, pure love, love that doesn't ask for anything, love that is given unconditionally. And we were born and created out of love, and we are called to love our Creator, first of all, our God, our Heavenly Father, but also to love each other. And I think we've been living in a world that's been so individualistic. The breakup in the family that you see. Children are growing up, if I hear anything constantly, it's a lack of love that we're growing up with. And so I want to start a place similar to Mother Teresa's, and it's not necessarily a convent, because I'm not a nun, and I don't plan to be a nun unless God shows me something else. But I want to have a place, which Gospa's mission would be a place for people to come to because they want to talk to someone, because they're looking for a confidential place to come to for prayer ministry, to go and seek God's love, seek God's healing love in their hearts. A lot of us, if you look at the world around us, many people are on antidepressants. Many people are in so much pain, but they're living pretending to be somebody else, pretending that everything is okay, when they're actually starving for that healing love that only God can give us, that only God can restore us. And so my mission in this organization is to have a place where people can come to, regardless of their age, regardless of their gender, regardless of their religion, come to receive that healing love that only the Lord can give us. So if it's in God's plan and it's God's will, the money will come. That's never an obstacle for God. And it will happen in God's timing. So that's my long-term goal for now. What will happen next in my personal life, I think I'll be excited to wait and see what the Lord will do for me next. That's in His plan. To order a copy of my book, you can actually do it two ways. One is you can go to my website, which is samiazumout.com, and there's a link there to my publisher, which is booklocker.com, or you can go directly to booklocker.com. But if you go to my website, actually, and you end up reading my book, I'd love to hear from you. There's a place where you can send me an email or comments on the book. I've already received many comments and emails from people who read the book or read the manuscript prior to the publication of the book. And it's been beautiful, beautiful emails about how my book spoke to them. And my book has spoken to people in different ways, regardless, again, of their gender, regardless of their religion, and regardless of where they're at in their life, because they were able to identify with me in different stages of my life, and were able to see how God was acting in their life at those points that they thought they were all alone, or that nobody really cared, or they were really abandoned. And so they were able to receive that healing love. And I hope that will be your experience.